Record. Okay, guys, welcome to the call. I have a special treat for you guys today. For you guys that don't know me, I'm Jesse Miller. I'm the CEO of the company, but I'm not what's important here today. What's important is the person I have on the call with me and who's live is Navetta. She has gracefully decided to come on here and tell her story. Tell us about her and what brought her here to the academy. But before I get into all that mumbo jumbo, tell us about you. How are you? Welcome to the call.
I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking me for the call. I am Navetta Abdul-Latif. I am a business development specialist at Dama Consulting. It's a small engineering firm. Okay. So I'm a part-time worker, but I'm an entrepreneur-spirited person. I've been an entrepreneur for 21 years. So what else is there you want to know?
Well, let's get into it, I guess, right? I mean, I'm sure we got people going to be watching this, so let's talk a little bit about you, though. I want to find out, what was it that, brought you here to the academy? What attracted you to what we're doing here?
Okay. I had been doing credit reports repair for a couple of years, and you always try to find something that's good for your client, the best for your client. So I'm always shopping around, I'm joining different programs, and I think a couple of weeks ago I was in this one Facebook group. I can't remember the group because I'm in so many trying to get information and trying to find new ways of doing business.
Right.
So I ran across this one person in the group, and I still can't remember who it is, but he said something about uploading these letters, these Metro 2 letters, and out of all the groups I had been in, like maybe 12, then no one had ever mentioned this Metro 2. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, I'm saying, let me check this out. And so I hit the button and I started reading, and I'm like, this is something I had never seen before. And like I said, I have been doing credit repairs off and on for the past 10 years. Okay. And so I decided I was going to join. And to my amazement, that I did one of the letters, cut the street.
All right.
One of my clients. And within 2 weeks, I got an answer. I got a bankruptcy removed. I got some inquiry stuff removed. And I'm thinking, this is just unbelievable. And the group, I'm looking in the group and I'm seeing they're getting the same kind of thing. And I know that each time we're not going to get the same kind of thing, but I know that it will happen.
Okay.
And at a faster pace than I've ever seen before. So joining this group was just one of the best things that I could offer my clients. Amazing. And I don't know, moving forward.
Well,
as a matter of fact, you know what? I had a call from a client this morning, and when you know that you can help someone and change their life, you don't really realize that credit really changes a person's life.
Right.
Until you hear that client say that they're looking to get approved for a home loan that you've helped them with. That feels so good. And then with this group, it seemed like I can do it at a faster pace, and getting things done. And I especially like this thing that the group say, boom.
Boom.
It's so cool to hear the boom go off, because it's like we're all in it together and we're trying to help one another. It's not like I'm doing this, I can go in there and ask a question and you get answers from the people who are seasoned and even the beginners.
Right.
We've learned enough to kind of assist one another as well. So, I would say anyone out there, join the boom.
Love it. I love it. Well, I'm going to take this back because you're saying so much here. I'm just like letting you go because I'm like blown away. Some of this stuff is kind of, I know we've talked a little bit, but I want to go back to this cut the strings, bankruptcy, deletion, if you will. So let me clarify. Let me give a disclaimer here. Okay, because I want to make sure that people know when they're watching this video, we here at the Academy, we say we never guarantee any results whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Because here's the thing, we can't control what the credit bureaus do. They're crazy, right? So they're playing this game and we're playing this game, and you have to just be better at the game. So
yes.
That's what we teach you here at the Academy, is how to play the game better and be persistent. But the cool thing here is, and this happens, we see this all the time. And does it happen to everybody? No. But does it happen quite often? Yes. Can it happen to you? Yes. It just like she just mentioned, Navetta, that she sent in our cut the strings letter. This is our very first letter. And we actually give this to you as a member. You come in as a member, you get the cut the strings as part of the membership. You'll have access to it immediately, where you can send this out. So yes, if you have any bad reports or any personal identifiers that are connected to any bankruptcies, tax liens, or any of these things, then you can too, just like Navetta did, get those kind of results by just cutting the strings, cutting the ties to anything else. And that's what we teach you here on how to use the cut the strings, and also how to get rid of these things like bankruptcy, which, congratulations, that's very amazing, by the way. I love this story.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's the first, in 2 weeks. Now, listen to what she just said. In 2 weeks, right? I'm not saying this. This is what you just mentioned. 2 weeks, you send in the cut the strings. In 2 weeks, bankruptcy's gone. Okay, based on just the cut the strings, and that's one letter. You didn't even have to go into the RTG. Nothing else yet. Okay. So this is what I want people to understand. It's just a process, but sometimes you win in the beginning, where it allows you to even be more successful, which, this happens all the time. And I love this. And I could go all day just about what you just did, because I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And I see this. I see this every day, but it still boggles my mind how amazing this works. But you did a lot of the work.
It's powerful. I've never seen anything like it. And I know that it's not going to happen all the time. Yeah. But getting that the first time in, and you're searching, and I didn't know anything about this M.2.C thing. And seeing the results happen so quickly, it's like, I want to tell everyone about it, but at the same time, I want to be selfish, because I want to keep it to myself. Because everyone would be doing this business at the same time. That there's so many people out here. There's so many opportunities out here. And if you're helping people help themselves to get a better credit health, which is credit wealth, as you guys teach,
yes,
this is the place to be. This is the place to be.
Yeah.
This is the place to be. Yeah.
Well, and I'm humbled. I'm humbled with you. I love watching you, and you've obviously come in and you've taken this by both reins, and you're taking off. And this is based on just someone else telling you and giving you, the idea. Hey, this is going on.
He didn't even say anything. He just said he was uploading some letters. And I'm thinking,
come check it out.
I just had never heard. I just want the best for my client.
Okay.
I just want the best, and this is.
Thank you. But you know what? The thing is, and I want to kind of bring this back a little bit, because we're going to have people watching this that they don't have clients, right? They just want to do this for themselves. So let me ask you this. Before I go into that, how has this helped you? How has this changed your business and for you?
It's changed my business because I kind of feel that I have a little more control. Okay. And I don't mean that I can guarantee any results, but I know that something's going to happen, that I don't have to send in 20 letters at a time. Before, I used to send in letter after letter after letter after letter after letter, and then just get just a little bit. Not saying that I never fixed anyone's credit, but saying that this has more substance in it for me. That's all. It has more substance. So I'm reaching out to my family members as well who need help with their credit, and saying, this is the results. This can be done. And they're reaching back and saying, let's do this, because they're looking for a different life as well. So the process seems to be much, I want to say, easier in a sense.
Okay.
And it doesn't take a lot. It takes a lot of time, because if someone has 30 inquiries, you're going to have to sit and do it. So I'm not going to tell the people that this is so easy that you don't have to put in the work.
Yes.
You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the time. But at the end of the day, the results that will happen for some of us
Right.
in 2 weeks, and some of us, it may take 45 days, it may take 60 days. But with those letters that we have in place, I believe that something should happen. And I don't want to say guarantee either because you just don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
So something should happen. Something should happen, but you got to put in the work.
100%. So let's talk about that for a second, because we do have what's called the RTGs, right? So for the new people, right? And when I say new, I'm talking about that person that they don't know, they haven't been in credit business for 10 years, right? They don't even know where to start. They don't even know what a letter probably even looks like that would even send out. So let's talk about that. You just mentioned 30 inquiries. It takes time. So we have what here called the RTG, right? The ready to go letter generator. So how has that helped you? And do you feel, as your advice, what do you think this would do for a new person to come in and be able to be a rock star using that? How would that?
It's very simple to use, user friendly. I am one of those people that know a lot, but when it comes to technology, oh God, I can't. I'm no wizard.
Okay.
So this letter is already pre-written. So you're just filling in boxes. And so when you fill that information in, you hit the button and there's your letter and there you go. You can fax it. You can print it out to mail it. And you guys even taught me a system of how to do it certified online, which I didn't know about, which is awesome in itself, because now I don't have to go on that long. When I used to take my letters to the post office, they used to look at me and say, here she comes again. And she put it in one envelope. It's like, these are different people. But on the online thing, it helps so much. Everything can be done right at your fingertips. Okay. So that's a big difference, because your time is put of going into the post office, waiting in line. That's time. So now all you have to do is push a button. Because of the RTG letter, there's a system in place. There's a PDF file. It teaches you how to even to assimilate the whole file, meaning that your ID, your security information, whatever they're asking for, it's right there. This opportunity here teaches you all of that. It's very user friendly. I think that my 23-year-old, now I think I'm going to train him to help me, because it's such a faster situation. Before I used to have him help me, he thought it was too much work. Yeah. This is not a whole lot of work. You have to put work in it because of based on your client. Yeah. Based on the client. But you don't have to do a whole lot of research. It's right there. You put the information in, it asks you, you do it, you put the letter together, you send it off to the fax.
Let me ask you this, and that's very powerful, and people need to know this, right? But what I wanted to know from you, one inquiry, one letter, how long does it take you to do it with the RTG? One letter, and that's 8 to 10 pages.
It probably was about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, to do a whole letter.
To do a whole letter.
There you go.
Yes.
8. So, yes. And I've seen it done faster, and I will tell you that when you get good at this, and with the 2.0 coming out, you won't never have to. This is going to be a whole new story. So I know you're going to just rip it up, but still 10 to 15 minutes to get a client done, to do a whole letter. That's sending it out, getting it done from beginning to end, right?
And that was my first letter.
First letter.
That was the first one. So it was new to me. Okay. So 15 minutes of having this done was awesome for me. Because I look, your time is money. And so when you're putting that time in, and you're even saying every 15 minutes that you're able to do that, then within an hour, you have so many that you've already completed. Yeah. So if you give yourself an hourly rate of saying you want to pay yourself $50 an hour, you've really already done that in that hour of saying it's done. Yeah. If you've got so many letters done in 50 minutes with that $50 an hour, if that's what you want to say, that I make $50 an hour, if you want to put a price tag on it. That's pretty cool. $50 an hour.
Can't beat that. You know, so if someone's watching us now and even thinking about joining or creating their own business, I'm sure you just pushed them over the fence, because that's huge, right? $50 an hour. I mean, you have the whole system, you have the academy to teach you how to do it. So,
Absolutely.
Navetta, you're amazing. You know, and I don't want to hold you up. I know you got stuff to do. You're busy. Let me ask you one more question, and this is for that person that's sitting on the fence right now. That person that's going, you know what? I see the value, but I just don't know. What would you tell that person about moving forward and joining the academy?
You got to take action. I don't care what business you're in. You can sit and think about all of what can't be done and just do it and see what happens. You're not going to lose anything, because once you do it, you're going to see the value, but you can't see the value if you're not in it. That's just it. We can look at things all day. I've seen so many things and say, I would like to try it. I think I want to try it. But if you don't try it, you won't know. So I'm saying, try it, give it a try, see it. You know, if you're not happy, I would be amazed that you would not be happy with this program. I would be really amazed. Yeah, because the support system and that boom boom, it motivates you when you see that boom boom just makes it like, I want some bones in my life.
A little boom-tastic little action there. So. So what she keeps referring to is, we have this community, our mastermind, which you get part of if you become a member, of course. And we actually have, every time somebody gets a win, which is probably every few minutes someone's booming in there. So they put on there, they say boom, right? It's part of the process. They post their results and they say boom. And that's what we do. And you're hearing this all day long. So mine just dings all day long, right? I'm seeing these booms. So, but that's the community. Right? So that's the community. So, let's close out with that. I think that's a very good process. So just like Navetta just mentioned, if you're on the fence and if you're deciding whether or not this is something for you, and you want to make sure that you're getting the right value for what you're going to spend, and you want to make sure you're getting the right stuff. Navetta just told you, right? She did 2 weeks. She was able to take 2 weeks, one letter, get results, whether that's bankruptcy being gone, right, deleted, or just having the support and the system to help her to do that. So if that's something you're looking for, if you're looking for help, if you're looking for someone to hold your hand, if you will, and a system to walk you through it and literally do all the work for you, if you will, right, but you're still working, then definitely look at what we're doing here, if you like, and push the button, right? Push the button.
Like I did.
Push the button. That's our thing here. Just push the button. So thank you so much, Navetta. You're amazing. And anybody watching this call, if they didn't get any value out of that, they just fell asleep. Then I just said they missed it all, right? So I know you're going to be doing some great things. I've seen you, posting. I've seen some things. We've talked now. I see all kinds of cool things that you're doing. So I know you're going to be really successful. I'm sure you're going to be a big help to a lot of people right now that are even considering moving forward. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Right. You too. And thank you guys for watching.